during COVID, we had to come up with quick solutions for the care of our clinically extremely vulnerable patients. So we collaborated with the acute medical team. We secured 2 isolation rooms for our clinically extremely vulnerable patients. And these isolation rooms meant that our patients were able to get assessed quickly and effectively within an area that they could be tested for COVID first and then transferred to our ward once they had a COVID negative sample.
So the idea of the project, the initial project, Look After Your Lungs, which was based on x-rays, and then the Better project, which is the low-dose CT scanning access for primary care, it gave us an opportunity to actually fast-track patients through the system.
Colleagues were absolutely delighted to be able to refer into this highly sensitive test. They're able to refer into a test that will say definitively, does the patient have lung cancer or not?
And a key component of this project has been our relationship with primary care and our GP colleagues, and getting them to realise the importance of referring patients in. And I suppose we've definitely seen a steady increase in referrals. We've strengthened our partnership, I feel, with our primary care colleagues. And I suppose more importantly, we're getting really good positive feedback from our patient and our carers.
It was a really good fit between primary and secondary care. There was around 14 in the team, so they're based in GP practices. And they take referrals from the GP, and then we're working with with secondary care to ensure that patients that come to the end of their cancer treatment, and maybe when they're having their cancer review, that they can be signposted back into the service.
I'm so proud to represent Macmillan, being part of the team. I'm really proud, and Macmillan team, all of them have been supporting us throughout. I'm so happy to be part of the team.
Well, the reason why I nominated them was they were a new team at the beginning of the pandemic, with some of the staff being interviewed and inducted during the pandemic. So they had to get to know each other and continue to provide the service throughout the whole of COVID, which we did successfully. They bonded as a team, and we've continued to develop the services that we've got. We have gone for the Integrated Team Award because we are an integrated team employed by 2 different organisations, but we have patient-centred care at the centre of it, and I'm really proud that they got through to the final.
All these integrated services have been able to bring that knowledge together, and one of the things that I find is it cuts down on referral time and signposting time. We can make sure that we achieve those practicalities, that we can get out there and do it, whether that's a benefit claim, whether it's housing, homelessness, whatever. You know, the knowledge is and the experience is within this team.
They have been absolutely fantastic. If it wasn't for them and my wife, I don't know where I'd be.
We would have been absolutely lost this last 10 years without the joint support of the whole team, and they definitely deserve an award. They're amazing.
When COVID hit, then things changed dramatically, and all of our face-to-face resources that we had developed were no longer appropriate. But both Amy, Alison and Norma worked diligently to change their resources and their programmes into an online format that could be used by any patient at any stage in their pathway.
This was out of our comfort zones. You know, we'd not used Zoom webinar before. We'd never produced videos before. It was all completely new, and you know, it was exciting and it was something we enjoyed doing. But it was a lot of hard work, and for that to be recognised is wonderful. But for it to be recognised by the people that we work with and the patients that we work with, you know, is you know, the cherry on top.
This team didn't just settle for developing one resource. They tried and tested so many different resources to find the right ones that were going to suit our patient group.
So we've developed this rapid diagnostic service for patients who have a suspicion of pancreatic cancer. and we ensure that all their tests to get them to a point of diagnosis, be that they have cancer or they don't, are done in the fastest possible way. And it's been a really interesting journey to see, from literally having no service at all of this nature in the whole trust to really building a successful pathway that's halved the time to diagnosis for these patients.
Pancreatic cancer has seen very, very little improvement in survival rates for almost 50 years. Often the unsung heroes, if you will, of initiating a pathway like this and needing diagnostics are the people delivering the diagnostics. This is in the integration category, and without that integration, this wouldn't be where it is now, and we wouldn't be helping the patients that we're helping.